Hey there, everybody. How's it going? So we've got some new content, a new unit to pull for. So I figured I'd do a quick video. Also, a couple of updates, some important ones. So for one, I've been given the opportunity. I've been given the editorial access to take over the Disney RPG Compendium, which is it's basically just a Google document that was started by a player. And was just going to be sort of like a one-stop shop reference point for all the information in the game. That player since has stopped playing the game and said that I could take over for that. So I have gotten that up to date, and I am now going to be maintaining that compendium. I will put a link for it in the description and also pinned in a comment below. I have also updated my damage dealer spreadsheet, including the new unit Jafar, who I did pull for. You may notice that my my crystal count has gone way down. I pulled for him because for a couple of reasons. For one, the sprite work is amazing. Like, he looks really good. Love the sprite. Number two, he is a fantastic damage dealer. Now, with that being said, he is a damage dealer. That's what he is. That is his job. I'm just going to apply this. So he is he is unique in that his EX skill is a very good, what I call free damage. Free damage basically means it's damage that the unit will do without any SP cost, as long as the conditions are met. And the conditions for him are just having 3 or more buff effects, which can be done easily by bringing, a couple of buffers on the party, which you're going to do anyways, like, bringing Genie and Pooh, for example. The two of them combined, boom, you've got your 3 buff effects. And then keeping him at 80% or more max HP, which is easy enough by bringing a healer on the party. So he synergizes very well with a majority of team compositions, and then his EX skill does massive damage, and not only that, it also has a red striker attached and a level 1 defense break on it if the boss is susceptible. So he's right up there at the top of the DPS charts with Aladdin, but I would say he gets an edge over Aladdin simply because it's much easier to meet his EX activation. So Aladdin required a very specific buff. He had to have a level 3 HP regeneration. Jafar just needs 3 buffs. Doesn't matter what those buffs are, doesn't matter what level they are, they can be anything. And boom, you got access to his EX skill. And it deals a considerable amount of damage. Check my DPS spreadsheet. Again, I'll post a link in the description and the comments below. You can check that out to see where he sits on the damage dealer. Now, as far as his actual damaging skill, I gotta say, it's not particularly good. You look at that SP cost of 45, wow. Yeah, that is stupid. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh man, this is not going to be so good. But his EX skill definitely makes up for it. Now, if you can get him to LB2, he does get some pretty good breaks, level 3 attack and defense breaks, and that's to all enemies at LB2. But something to keep in mind, I did a post on this on Reddit. I've talked about it in previous videos. AoE breakers do not have a 100% success rate. So it's a 50% success rate on those breaks. So even though those breaks look really good, they are only at a 50% success rate. So do keep that in mind. And again, that SP cost is just ridiculous. Now, if you can get him to LB3, that SP cost does get reduced considerably down to 36. You can then put like SP reduction on him on an ability seed to get that even further down. However, my recommendation is to get attack skill power up on him instead, because that does also enhance his EX skill. And frankly, you'll probably never end up using his skill anyways, because most bosses, most bosses that we're encountering, including the current one, cannot be broken. So yeah, not all that impressive really. So what you're going to be using him for is mostly just to use his normal attack every turn, let his EX skill do most of the damage. You could even have him defend every turn if you're doing like a turtle team, which is something I recommend for the daily challenge bosses. If you know, I'll talk more about that once we hit rollover, because I've already completed all 3 stages. I'll talk about it during the rollover. I'll do another video so I can actually show you how I did it, but I have to wait for the rollover because you only get 1 opportunity to do it each day. But I do want to showcase a little bit of Jafar because I did pull for him and I managed to get him to LB2. Oh wait, where is my party? Is it the event boss? Nope, that's what I used to take down. It must be my red strike team. There we go. All right, there's my red strike team. So there he is. There's my LB2 Jafar. He's got a pretty nice attack stat. He does have the breaks, but we won't really be using those. We're mainly just relying on that EX skill to do the majority of the damage. So let's take him into, let's go just to do a little bit of an exhibition with Jafar. Let's go in and do the Chapter 4 EX boss, because he is a red weak boss. So it's got the 8-bit Pete and he is red weak. So it would be a good one to sort of showcase Jafar's power. And so really he's the only damage dealer. Of course you have like Genie and Belle who deal damage on their EX skills as well. But we're really just here to see how Jafar handles it. So let's get in here and see how he does. I love the sprite. I'm definitely going to use his skill a couple of times just to show you what it looks like because it's very, very cool. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're basically going to do a bit of a turtling strategy here. So we're going to go ahead and just do some buffs and let the passive EX skills kind of do all the damage here. And we'll go ahead and focus on one of the airplanes just because they tend to deal a lot more damage. So yeah, it's good. It's good to knock them out if you can. All right, so now we're going to focus down here on this guy. I'm going to go ahead and do another set of buffs. All right, and hopefully we can knock out both of the airplanes on this one. We might not. Yeah, okay, that should do it. Perfect. All right. And then, yeah, we'll just focus on this guy here, and this should take care of business. All right. What I might do, since Minnie's SP locked, is she? So her defending isn't really doing anything. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and use her, and I'll defend here. That way we get our defense buff. So we'll have a defense buff going into the next fight. I love that he sends Iago out to deal his damage. The sprite work is really cool on this one. I really, really like what they did with Jafar's sprite. It's probably the best looking sprite, in my opinion. Okay, so we're going to go back to Minnie is just going to... Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to have Minnie go again. That way we get another defense buff. And we're going to alternate Genie and Belle, and we can honestly just have them attack. Marie will defend every turn. She's our SP battery, and then Jafar can attack every turn as well, actually, if we want to, because we should be buffed up well enough that we don't need to worry about taking too much damage here. Let me actually just check and make sure that we have our full damage reduction. Yep, we're good. All right, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and attack, and we'll try and take down Pete super quick here. We're not even focusing on these guys. We don't care at all about these guys. We just want to take down the big guys. So let's do it. And don't worry, I will use Jafar's skill at some point so you can see what it looks like. Like, the animation is very, very cool. If you haven't seen it already, it's a really neat animation. All right. So we're going to swap Belle over to attack, and we're basically just alternating between Genie and Belle. Minnie is going to use her skill every turn to heal us up. All right, and then we're just, yeah, alternating back and forth, and that should, yeah, that should help us out. I might actually, no, I can't use the skill. I don't have enough SP to do that yet. I'll wait until he's in confusion mode to do that, I think. I love that. I love Iago getting it in there. All right, so we've knocked him into confusion mode. Excellent. All right, the little ads will do some HP recovery. That can be a little bit annoying, but now we don't have to worry so much about healing with Mini. So we can actually use one of Jafar's skills and try and knock those guys out. Now he will revive them, so I don't want to actually kill them because he will revive them, but you know, we want to get them pretty close to death so that when he gets back to normal mode, we can just knock them out. All right. Whoa, I love this. I love it. I love he turns into the snake. Oh, it's so cool. And yeah, that EX skill is a red striker every turn, so he's dealing, you know, really good damage to Pete every turn. All right, so we're gonna swap over here, and we're gonna do Genie again. I'm not gonna do Jafar's skill because I don't want him to revive the little minions just yet. So if I kill him now, he'll just revive them. I don't really want that. Oh wow, and we even knocked out Pete already. Nice, without even trying. All right, well let's let Jafar take it from here, and we'll just have him do his AOE and hopefully knock out these last two ads, and that'll be that. Boom. There you go. Snake bite. Love it. All right, so there's Jafar for you. Just a little exposition, or yeah, just a little demonstration. I mean, so yeah, that's Jafar in a nutshell. So he's a very, very simple unit to use. I will do a demonstration of him against the daily boss. What I'll probably do, I'll show you the party I used against the daily boss first, which was that was the event boss that I had over here. So this was the one that I actually used to defeat the daily boss. I'll probably end up switching out my adventurer Mickey and putting in my Jafar, but I will try to do a video showing how I defeated the level 3 daily boss with this party first. So yeah, just because I don't want everyone to assume that getting Jafar is necessary to beat it. It is not, but Jafar is a really good damage dealer. So if you're lacking in the damage department, like if you just don't have any of the really good DPS units out there, then Jafar is a good pick. I definitely recommend buffers get priority over everything else, but since he is the only thing on the banner right now, he is definitely a good damage dealer and will help you clear out the daily boss for sure, and any other red strikers we have coming up in the future. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Yeah, definitely check out the compendium. Check out my damage dealer spreadsheet, and I'll also put a link to some tips that I wrote up for the level 3 daily boss. I did a post on Reddit. I'll put a link to that as well, just to give you some tips on that one. But yeah, be looking forward. I will do another video after, right after rollover, which is in about 40 minutes, actually. We'll get the daily rollover, and I'll be able to do the daily boss again. And I'll try to get another video out right after rollover. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for following me, and I will see you on the other side.